Breakdown Nation. It's your host, John Breakdown. And I'm talking to you today about college football before me and a couple of buddies of mine, we hop into Zombie Army around 7 o'clock. We're going back to the past. But due to wind conditions, I'm not really able to stream off of the PS5 or the PS4 today. But really, I want to talk about the preseason poll rankings. So right now, Georgia's number 1, Michigan's number 2, Alabama's number 3. There's something wrong with this because let's see here. Michigan didn't really even make it that far last season. Georgia thoroughly whooped TCU in the college championship game, which we all knew they would. But Georgia has the easiest schedule this season out of any team in the college football rankings. I don't care what conference, whatever. The Bulldogs have been handed the college football championship on a silver platter. The only two teams that I believe that can stop Georgia is Texas and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Now, I am not a Bulldog fan whatsoever. I am a Alabama fan. I will die an Alabama fan. I hate the Georgia Bulldogs, and I hate the Florida Gators, and I especially hate the Auburn War Eagles and the LSU Tigers. But I digress. I think Texas actually has the program that could stop Georgia. I also believe that Tennessee could actually stop Georgia. Now, Tennessee beat Alabama last year, and for a brief while, Tennessee was number 1 in the rankings. Now, Josh Heupel, he's done wonders that the previous head coaches at Tennessee weren't really able to do. But I think that when you look at the new dynamic of college football, because supposedly the new college football game is coming out in the summer of next year. So we'll see what happens. I can't wait for the new game because I've conquered Madden. I've conquered NBA 2K. I've at least made it to the finals of NBA 2K before losing to the Toronto Raptors. But the only arenas that I haven't played yet is PGA golf, which I like putt golf, but I'm not really a PGA Tour fan. But I digress. I'm getting off subject. But I don't see Ohio State making it back to the college playoffs. I don't see Oklahoma making it to the college playoffs, even though Oklahoma has been a powerhouse in the Big Ten. I would like to see someone else make it there that isn't a college blue blood, like maybe. I mean, technically that happened last year with TCU, but TCU, no one expected them to be there. They didn't expect them to be that damn good. They just weren't good enough to beat Georgia. Georgia had a NFL defense, and for that whole reason, that's why Georgia's not going to be able to win the national championship. But here's the thing: Alabama has lost a lot of players. I mean, this is going to be the first year that we're going to have a completely new quarterback at the helm. We're going to have a completely new running back. We're going to have completely new wide receivers. I mean, we still have most of our offensive line. Defensively, we still have our secondary. We lost our defensive tackles and some of our linebackers. But I trust Nick Saban. Nick Saban is the Bill Belichick of the college football world. He knows how to reload, and he knows how to get those players to buy into what he's selling. But I think Texas could stop us from winning the SEC. I think Oklahoma could stop us from winning the SEC. I mean, but it's going to be very weird because the Pac-12 is no longer the Pac-12 with USC and Cal joining the Big 12 or the Big 10, because now the Mountain West has now become the Pac West with the remaining teams out west like Oregon, Oregon State, Washington State joining that conference. So really the whole college landscape has changed than what it was like 7-8 years ago. And I'm waiting for the ACC to be no more, because Florida State's thinking about leaving the ACC and joining the SEC. I mean, that would make sense because you have Florida, Georgia, and Alabama right there. That's where most of the recruiting happens for those three colleges. And plus, we would finally get to see Florida State and Florida actually play each other in a nationally televised series. And I personally wouldn't mind if Virginia and Virginia Tech join the SEC. I mean, hey, they could become the new Vanderbilt and Tennessee, because Vanderbilt has actually left. Vanderbilt's still in the SEC. It was Missouri and Texas A&M. Missouri's still in the SEC. It was Arkansas and Texas A&M that left, because the Razorbacks were tired of being Alabama's doormat, just like Auburn is every single year. For all you War Eagle fans, you're not going to beat us as long as Saban is the head coach. You've had a few instances, a few blips of glory, but when was the last time Auburn won a national championship? Oh, wait, that's right, when Cam Newton was the quarterback. Oh, that seems so far away from now. But I digress. It's time for some new college football teams to take the helm. Like me personally, if Michigan can't win it all, John Harbaugh needs to be fired. If Ohio State can't win it all, sack their coach. And I hold Nick Saban to that same standard. If Nick Saban can't get us to the playoffs this year, he needs to retire. I mean, the man's pushing 70. I mean, he's good at what he does, but I mean, come on. And a lot of people, I know, I'm not talking about the ACC and Clemson and how Clemson's still kind of a powerhouse. No. Clemson the last 2 years back-to-back got exited in the first round of the playoffs. So, and I really cannot wait for the new NCAA game to come out. Can't wait. I'm excited. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys. Same breakdown time, same breakdown place. I got to go eat. I'm hungry. Bye.